You are welcome to the Wealthy Continent channel, a channel dedicated to the great people and continent of Africa. Remember, where you find yourself tomorrow is a function of the decisions and actions you take today. On our series, You Can Make It Happen, we're going to be talking exactly about that. You see, if you are going to be successful, you have to understand that you need knowledge, relevant and adequate knowledge. At the same time, you need to act, apply what you know to your life. Then you have the right attitude. So the combination of knowledge, action, the right attitude will produce some level of success for you. You have to understand something. It's not just about I know something. It's about I'm doing something with what I know. That is what is going to bring the change we all desire. That's going to bring the change we want to see in our lives. Now, when we talk about finances, we encourage you on a monthly basis to be proactive concerning your finances, because finance is a necessity. As long as you live on this planet, you will need money. Money flows into every area of our lives. It's not about being conscious of money, but knowing the importance that money is essential. It's like water. You need water to live. You need money to live on this planet. And if you are going to have better opportunities, better exposure, better experiences, you need money. And that is why we encourage you to work with what you have. When you start understanding how money works, you understand that being a good resource manager of what you have will make you responsible. Having an understanding of how money works will always make an individual more productive, more responsible. It doesn't take you backward. It takes you forward. So what are we saying? You have been saving 10%. For those of you who have been doing it, this is going to be the 11th month. You have been doing 10%, taking 10% out of your income. You have been taking 10% for investment. And for those of you who 70% is enough to live on, some of you 70% is too much. You have been doing that. You have been giving generously to causes, to your, if you're a person of faith, you have been giving 10% to what you believe in. It's time for you to sit back. Some of you, you've started paying off debts that you have, started allocating money. Some of you have started increasing how your income comes in by taking on extra other things that you can do on weekends, evening. You are bringing in more money. Now, I want to encourage you in this video for you to sit back. Look at the journey. I started this 10 months ago. This is the 11th month. And I've taken 10% out of my income, 10% for investment, giving 10% out, living on 70. Some of you have been living on 60. You need to take account and sit back. How has the journey been? What were the things that you now do that you don't do again? What are the habits that you have replaced? What this will do for you is to appreciate that you have changed position, you have replaced habits, and you can see a new perspective concerning your finance. And this is how wealth is built. It's not about the money, but it's about the person. It's not about what you are putting aside, but they are about the habit you are developing. It's not just about the money. It's about you telling yourself you now have priorities of what you need, what you want, what you desire, and putting them in their various boxes. It's about you changing. Because when you change concerning your finances, it affects every area of your life. It affects your relationship. It affects your business. It affects how you see life. It affects, your generosity to people. It affects how you treat, your business. It affects how you treat your work. It affects every area. You see with new lenses that, wow, this is how money works. And the good thing about it is that you are also in a better position. It is time for you to sit back and take stock. If you have been doing this exercises from, month to month that we have been saying, I can guarantee that you are changing. You are changing positively. You are changing for the better. And as long as you keep on carrying all this, doing this with joy, you can only become financially prosperous, because that's the way. There's always a path to take. There's always a way to take. There's always a process to embrace. And once you go on that path, you can know where it's leading you to. You have traveled, you have journeyed, you've been on this process. It's time for you to sit back and celebrate yourself. Celebrate with something moderate. Look at how far you have gone. One of the things that you have adopted in your life, which I'll congratulate you for, is called financial discipline. And if you have that, not only will you delay gratification, not only will you be objective about spending, not only will you plan for the future, not only will you be a good resource manager, your life will change. The perspective will change. The way you live with people will change. Everything about you will change. And you'll be glad you embrace this. I want you to understand something. You can always make it happen. And it can only get better. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.